Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. In the last update, 8.2, which is what we have on the game right now, we don't need to go check out anything else. We've got it already on here. They've given us the ability to grow, I believe it's 3 new plants we can grow, and buds is one of them, and it's needed for the, of course it's going to start raining as soon as we get on and start playing together. Is what we need in order to do the drinks, the warm beverages, the hot beverages. I'm going to grab that spice there too while I'm at it, and I'll grab that little spice over there. We're just outside the base. We're going to go right back inside here in just a second. I just brought the hover vessel out real quick. And zoop. Thank you so much for all the support on the series. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm having a great time as well. Last episode, some may see it as a failure. I see it as something that taught me a lot about the game and how to play and build ships and all the kind of things you need in order to make things, you know, work right. And I think I've done a better job of what we've got going on right now with what we're going to call the EEV-1. Yeah, the EEV-1. And let's go down and hit Y and F, and out we go. Bingo. You can see the landing gear is much lower now. You know what? I'll come back and show it to you in just a second. Let's go get these guys going. I'm a little excited about this. I'm looking forward to being able to grow these, because right now you always had to go out and pick them. But now we don't have to do that anymore. So we got buds, we got some spice. Let's go to the seeds. This guy right here, I believe it takes 2 buds to make it, so we're going to see what this one is. Natural stimulant 2, purified water, space kava sprout, and there's the coffee plant. These 3 guys right here. I think I have all of that stuff here. I do, and oh, I had some buds in here already. That's okay. And what was the other thing? Back to seeds. We're going to plant 1 of each and see what it does. Just to see what we've got going on here. I've got a wheat crop that we can go ahead and take down, or the corn crop, one of the two. I think I'll probably take down the corn crop, because grain is not something I'm using as much of, and we've got a little bit stored up. I'll let a bunch of stuff spoil as well, just to have spoiled food, no big deal. But we've got a bunch of grain in here right now, so I'm not too worried about that. And where are you at with your process? There we go. And lovely. Let's see what these guys grow into. Yeah, I think I'll take out the corn crop right now. There we go. Boom. And we're going to just go ahead and do that, and that, and that, that. I can leave the rest of these in here, I think. So we're going to grow this guy. Okay, I know which one this is. I've seen that. We're going to go ahead and throw those in. And we've got one of these guys here. And one of these guys right here. There we go. All right, we'll see what they grow up into and what they give us. I'm guessing this guy must give us the buds, the big alien flowers. So if that's the case, fantastic. I'll take it. Are you guys grown up already again? Holy cow. I like the new icons. We've got just about all new ones. They're really much more interesting and good looking as well. Let's grab that. Tomatoes, tomatoes. I do want to take one of these. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave what I've got. I feel like I need more vegetables, but with as fast as this stuff grows, it just seems to grow faster and faster and faster and faster, as you guys have mentioned in the past, that I don't find myself really running low on food. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll do that again. And we'll just get those guys going. And then I've got corn sprouts here. I've got some corn here, and then I'm taking the extra seeds. I've got a storage crate way down here at the end. Like so. How is... what? I had something spoiling here. You know, I probably dropped something off real quick, not even thinking about it, and it just spoiled. No big deal. That's okay. Let's see how the water's doing. And let's sink. These guys are off. 62, 62, 124. Not fantastic, but it's okay. If I were to keep track of it and keep it going, we'd be just fine with the water. Shoop. There we go, like so, and we'll throw, no, we're going to throw that stuff all in here. And yeah, we're going to store all the rotten food in the fridge. Okay, so we've got some more of those going. We're good here. I had buds and stuff in here. I don't know why I thought I had to go out and get buds, but I don't. See, look at the meat. The meat looks really good. There's the spice, so we've got different stuff there. Everything's got kind of a little bit of a different look to it. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. some of it's got a very different look to it. So yeah, we'll have to check at the end of the episode if I remember to find out. I believe it's these guys right here. They're going to want to get, you know, a plot of these going so we can get the buds to make the hot beverages so we can continue to make the, what you call it? These guys right here. Matter of fact, I could probably do some of those up because I do have quite a few buds actually here. I've got 12 there, and I've got 9 here. Throw those in there, and let's go ahead and crank out some, what's that, 20, 21? And how many buds? It takes 2 buds, so I can make 10. 11. We'll make 11 of those. We'll get those guys going too. Beautiful. Perfect. Wonderful. Love it. Eat a little something. Alright, beautiful. Let's go back out and take a look at the changes I made to the ship. Some things I had not noticed towards the end of last episode. Granted, we barely made it back by the skin of our teeth because they'd blown off pretty much the entire front end of the ship. And you could see the cockpit through it. I'm not sure where to put my rockets. So I've left them off, and I've got the 3 turrets now up front, and they are protected by a heavier duty block in hopes that that's going to help out in the future with this. I agree with you guys. A lot of you said, wow, it's like a freighter. It's not really meant to fight. And I agree that it's not really a fighter ship. What I feel like this ship is probably going to be good for is when we head out to space to build a space station, we'll be able to bring it down here, load up supplies, take it up to the space station, and have it up there. So I feel like he's more of a lightly offensive vehicle for transporting stuff. Also, I want to thank for the name EEV, Early Exploration Vessel. So I've named this EEV-1, Early Exploration Vessel 1. It's the first one. So you can see the landing gear is much lower now. It actually looks like it fits better on the ship, I think. Matter of fact, there's a little something I could probably do with this here too, just to make it look even a little bit better. Let's grab these guys right here. Like that, and I could do another one right down here. It's kind of attached to the brackets that were underneath the ship, so that works out pretty good. Let's do it again over here. Boom, like so, and like so. There we go. Something like that right there. I could probably even go to the extent of that. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. That's not going to look good on that side, though. But it does look good on that side, so that works for me right there. We could do that on the inside, just to give it a little something extra there. There we go, and like that right there. Beautiful. Yeah, perfect. Just like that. So yeah, it sits lower. The thrusters are still off the ground, like they need to be. They're I mean, it's just barely off the ground, but it is off the ground. And I also added the last episode. We added the side thrusters so that we could, you know, strafe a bit better as well. The thing that I noticed after I got done recording and was kind of making repairs and stuff to the EEV-1 was that we took some shots to the side over here, and it actually wiped out these 2 storage containers and one of the constructors here, which concerned me, which tells me that what I probably need on my ships in the future is an outer hard shell and an inner lighter shell, because only having one layer of block on this on the other side of this allows some of the blast radius to destroy some of the things in here. It also took out several of these guys right here, these little metal plates on the floor. So I thought that was kind of interesting that happened, and I found that after, of course, the episode, and I was putting things back together. Now, you guys have asked me to go ahead and put this. Oh, another thing I did was I added 2 more fuel tanks. 2 more fuel tanks, so we've got more fuel space in here to add more fuel, of course, to it. So I've got more fuel going on in there. The other thing is to hit right, Alt, and O at the same time. You guys, I can save my blueprint in here. Save as. There it is. Okay, so we're going to call this the EEV-1 Early Exploration Vehicle. Let's go Explore Vehicle. Can we put all that in there? Okay, save. There we go. Beautiful. So now it's in there. You guys can find it if you want to. There it is, the EEV1. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that down here too. I'm looking at the base right now. So right Alt and O. It is the right Alt and O. That's very important, not the left Alt and O. Because if you do left O, let me back out of here. Left Alt and O. Oh, it does it too. That is so bizarre. It wasn't doing it before. So it doesn't matter. Alt and O takes you right to here. So we can save the base. What are we going to call the base? God, I don't have a name for the base. Holy cow. How about we call it life support? There we go. Life support. We'll call it life support for now. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Leaps and bounds. We're getting things done today. Perfect. So those are in there. Oh, just the way the light's coming through the ceiling has got these tiles looking very strange to me. Have these done any growing yet? Sprout. Okay, no, not really. Not yet. I remember having these in the past. These are the coffee beans. I remember having that. That's a coffee plant as well. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when it grows up. All right, next thing I want to do is I do want to take her out into space and see how she does out there. And fly around a little bit with her in space. So I tell you what, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to come back and we're going to take the EEV1 out into space. And I'm back. And I'm back. They're still not very fast at shoving this ship back and forth left and right. So it's definitely something we're going to use to transport our items from here on the surface up to our space station. Most definitely that's going to be the case. We have 93 minutes of power, so adding the extra 2 fuel tanks really did help. I get no radiation readings in the back when I'm back there, so that's always a nice thing. I know it doesn't cause me a lot of damage or anything like that, but it is nice to just not have that Geiger counter sound going off, because, I mean, think about it, if you were really out there, you wouldn't want that happening. Oh, look at this, we got a little shimmy shake shake as we go through the atmosphere coming out of the planet now. That's kind of cool. And we are out. Very nice. The EEV1, very nice. Yeah, it's definitely more of a cargo ship. I guess if I hit I could just coast, but we don't want to do that. We're good. I feel like this meteor right here should have a little something in it for us. By the way, I did check the glass, tried to change it and switch it around to see if I had the tinted on the inside, and I don't. It's tinted on the outside, so this glass is just a little darker than other glass is. Here in space, we have 177 minutes worth of power, which is fantastic. Has this asteroid got anything on it at all that's worthwhile? If I... Oh. You... Oh God. Jetpack. I just left the ship. Jetpack. I hit F. I did not want to jump out of the ship. I just wanted to land in the cockpit to check to see what I needed to do for the air situation. Okay, all right, that makes sense. There's no oxygen in there. Okay, so let's go. Let's hit P, and let's turn the oxygen on. There we go. There we go. All right, very nice, very nice. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Now, if I hit F again, was I just outside without my helmet on? I think I was. Okay. All right. I'm going to check this one more time, too. I want to hit F. Okay. I'm behind the seat. That's good. I'm oxygen and O2 tank. Okay, that's good. This is all new to me, guys. I know some of you are really familiar with this, but I'm not. You. Now I want to go out into space a little bit. I want to go float around a little bit and just try it out. I've never done this before. Oh, that is so cool. And if I'm not mistaken, we can't do anything to these asteroids that don't have ores in them. We can't manipulate them in any way, which is kind of unfortunate. I think you've got to have an ore in it in order to, you know... Ooh, cold. I don't have my EVA on. It's okay. That brings me... That actually reminds me of something, too, that I wanted to talk about today. I think it was Gold Dragon that brought this to my attention, which was very good. And if you read the comments in each episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. B. Here we go. If you look at... let's go to the armor locker. I don't have it on me. Ah, man. That's the fridge. If you look at the EVA boost, if I put this on my armor, it gives me... you know, the comfort zone for the temperature. It really helps a lot with the temperature, which is fantastic. Radiation is 4R. Let's go back to this guy right here. This one has got a 6R, and the, you know, obviously it's not going to keep me warmer like you would hope it does, but the EVA keeps you extremely warm, is very handy that way. However, if you're going to be in a battle situation, and this part I thought was very interesting, I wasn't even paying attention to this, the armor value with the EVA on with the light armor is 0. There is 0 armor value to this, which is kind of scary. So if you put this on, now I have armor value of 152. And then you've got all this going on down here too, which is really fantastic. So again, if we do this again, you can see down here, we've got multipliers down here. It's mostly for the temperature, but 0 armor value. So you don't want to have the EVA on if you're going into battle, for sure. But since we're in space, I'm going to leave it on. So thank you for that. I'll be making sure I keep an eye on that. That was really some fantastic information. What am I doing out here in space? I don't know. Just flying around, really. Just kind of getting a feel for things. I was kind of hoping we found a Sathium ingot at a Sathium asteroid at one point in time, and I've never been able to find that one again. And I would think that by now I would have bumped into one that said it had an ore on it or anything like that, you know. Wow, that damaged my health. I'm at 317 right now. Did you guys notice that? Now this asteroid looks all weird like, but it doesn't look like it has anything of value on it, but it is definitely a different shape than the other ones that I'm looking at around here. Some of these asteroids have minerals on them, some of them don't. And like I said, if I want to dig into one and turn it into a space station, or at least a place to start a space station, that's what we're going to want to have. I caught myself one day out here actually flying off to what I thought was this really neat looking asteroid, but it turned out to be one of the planets way off in the distance, like right there. You see that? If we go to the map, what exactly are we headed for? One thing I don't know how to do is warp. I've never done that before, but I will figure it out. But we are definitely going to have to warp someplace. What do I do? Do I click on this? Oh, I see. Lamantria. And then what do I do to actually warp? I picked it. Space round Beal features iron, silicon, copper, cobalt, promethium. Asteroid resources. Okay, so I see that. Yeah, we'll just unlock that. I don't know how to warp just yet, but we've got the ability. It's a short range warp, so I don't know if we can warp that far, but we'll have to give that a try here within the next episode or so to see if we can get something like that going. That's going to be really cool. There's supposed to be a space graveyard out here as well. I believe it's a little distance away from where the planets actually are. You have to do some searching to get to it, which I think is really cool. I could fly around out here for a long time. I really like the way this looks. There's nothing in space at this moment that I need. What I really need, oddly enough, is copper. I'm very low on copper right now. And I wanted to make more of those rations too. And we still need an SV that is a stronger fighter. We've got that little bumblebee guy, but that's not going to be the guy we want for the big fights. He's just a kind of a scout. We would still need a nice big heavy duty fighter, something fast that can maneuver and dodge shots coming at us and all that good stuff. So yeah, we definitely need something like that for sure. I nearly died in space. And we are back. Oh, look how far away we are. Where are we at on our map? Not in an area we've been to before. I should also go out and look for some more of those golems to see if we can get some more rare ores off of them. I don't go out there very often because pretty much when I play, you guys are watching, and I don't get a chance to play much off camera. Every now and again I do. But for the most part, I record what I'm doing with you guys while I'm playing. Now, I imagine what I can do now is I can actually turn this... What was that? Oh, I see. Okay. It's taking all the oxygen out of the cabin. That is a warning. Yeah, I'm a noob to the whole living in space thing, so it should be very interesting. Ah, copper deposit. Very nice. And where was this copper deposit at? Oh, I see you. This is a problem, man. It can't be throwing me out of the ship like that. Come here, Spider-Man. I don't like the fact that it's chucking me out of the ship. I feel like I'm being pretty careful about not just jumping into the seat randomly. Ooh, what's this? Rocket launcher missile? What? Take it. Take it every day of the week, sucker. Can I reach that from here? Okay, so if I come in here, I hit F. I shouldn't be ejecting me out like that. I felt like I tested that pretty thoroughly to make sure that I would not be ejected out of the ship, and it's definitely throwing me through the wall. I'm not thrilled about that, especially in space. It's never a good thing to be ejected from your ship in space. That's okay. When we get our capital vessel, it's going to be great. And again, I'm not going to spawn in vessels. We're going to build our own because I've never done it before, and now I've really got the bug because I built this guy, the EEV, and I've really enjoyed building it. So I don't want to just spawn bases and vessels in. I want to make them. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Go figure that one. It actually fits in here. You got to angle it just right to get in, but the EEV1 will go through this this door and land up on top here. So that's perfect. That's just kind of out of the way, you know? It's a nice thing to have. Okay, next on my list. I don't know. I brought you back in just to show you the fact that we do have the EEV1 now parked inside. Yeah, very nice. Very good. And it opens up this area for building of more ships, which maybe maybe that's something I'm actually going to get involved in right away. Is just another small vessel, something that's more of a fighter. I've got these rockets now. I've got 4 rocket launchers that I've made, and I really need to get one of those taken care of so we can, you know, battle with the best is really what we need to do. I need to take this meat and put it away as well. Okay, let me get a few things together, and then we'll start working on the next SV and see what we come up with. Welcome back. I got started without you. Liking my shape so far. This is our SV for fighting. Give it kind of a revolver look to it, you know, kind of a revolver appearance to it. Let me F5 and go up a little bit. We got the old cockpit in there. I've got almost everything I need in the guts, but there's something I forgot. A very key important thing is the oxygen. I did not put an oxygen machine in there or oxygen tank, so I've got to I got to think about that. That's one thing I definitely have to do. Running low on copper. I think I'm down to like 40 copper. These engines, the thrusters, I love them. I really do love them, the size of them, but I'm getting kind of bulky again, and I don't want to get too bulky. So what I want to do is I want to see about a smaller thruster. You guys say that on the planet I can only get up to 4950. In space, faster than that. So there's no real point in me. I don't have these guys in here either. There's no point in me having the great big thrusters on there if it's going to be mostly a kind of a planetary type battle machine. Oh, I've got 2 copper left. Oh crap, I'm going to have to harvest those engines over there, I think. What else do we have for engines? 1x3x1 Jet S. This is the one I'm using right now. 2x5x2 again. I'm thinking I'm going to switch to this one right here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to need 4 of those. Let's go ahead and harvest these guys so I can see what I've got going on. And we'll just, we'll salvage these guys. I just feel like I'm getting a little too bulky. I love the big engines, but I'm not going to... I don't need that big of an engine, I don't think. I'm still learning this part of the whole kind of routine of things, you know what I mean? Which is really a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and do 4 of those guys. 2 forward propulsion, 2 rear propulsion. While these are being made up, let's check the new crops that we planted and see what they're doing. They finally started growing. It was a little bit of time ago that they did start to grow. I need something to eat as well. And we're going to grab one of those guys right there. And one of those guys right there, and we're good to go. We should be good here. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so what do we get when we pick this? Natural stimulant. And you. Natural stimulant. Natural stimulant. Buds. There they are. You. I want to pick you right there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so those are the buds. Okay, I kind of figured as much, but, you know, you grow when you make sure you know what you're doing here. So that's awesome. We're going to do that. And so what I want to do is I want to get a few more of those buds going. We'll get those going right there. The coffee, I'm not too concerned about right now. If I find a reason for it down the road, then yeah, we'll do it. We could pick the spice again as well and get that going. And I've not, and shame on me for it too, but I've not worked on getting medicine. I kind of got, really, I got the ship building bug, man. I just love sitting out there tinkering with ships. Get them. Shoot them out of the sky. We don't want them. We don't need this kind here. Get rid of them. Let's do that again, and let's go ahead and get a couple more of these guys in the ground here real quick. We'll leave the other stimulants in the ground for now. Yeah, we'll leave those guys in the ground, and we're going to go ahead and do one of these here and one of these here. And then I could probably use another one. Did I have any extras that I put over here? I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I planted everything that I was going to plant. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I remember now that I dumped a bunch of corn in there. The grain I'm only using for plastic right now. So, speaking of, I should probably take this stuff out there with me. I should probably pick this stuff too. We're going to go back out and look at the ship and talk more about it. We've got those thrusters being made. I just feel like I could taper those wings in more and they wouldn't be quite so big. I don't mind the nose being as big as it is because I think it looks kind of cool. I kind of trying to shape it a little bit like a revolver, at least the chamber of the revolver. Chamber, is that right? And you, everything. No, here? No, maybe here? Oh, there we go. 10th time is the charm. There we go. We'll just set that up to do a bunch. Let's grab these guys out of here and see just kind of what size these are. I'm hoping they're... Oh, good. Yeah, you know, they're going to be a little bit smaller. I think that's going to be a good thing. I think that's going to be a good thing in the long run here. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, see, I can work with this. I could work with this better for a smaller type ship. I got the big ship bug. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. It's the big ship bug. We're going to put you right there. And I think I could squeeze you right in behind it. Right there. Now, this is not a definitive spot as to where they're going to be placed. But it is kind of the general area. Where did I put those? I should have the whatchamacallit on. Yeah, we could probably come out one more with those, huh? Let's bring it out one more, like so. Yeah, like that, right there. That looks better to me. And we're going to flip that one around, like so. There we go, beautiful, just like that. Yeah, I like the position. I like the size of these better. I'm going to not have to have quite so much wing here. Oh, I'm salvaging. There we go. We'll take that up like that, and let's go ahead and do that over here too. Yeah, I've got everything in terms of the guts put in, but I need to do the oxygen bit too. The oxygen is definitely a key thing. Let's go ahead and do... I've got the thrusters on top ready to go. Let's go ahead and dig this out a little bit. Armory, three generators, 3 fuel, 2 or 3 fuel tanks. What is this right here? That's the constructor. Okay. Let's get the rest of this moved. Okay, so I have room right here for an oxygen tank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that storage out. I'm going to put these 2 O2 tanks here in the back. And we want the oxygen available to us so that we can come up to it and hit it if we need to, right? That's our goal. That's the advice of my wonderful friends out there in YouTube land, telling me to make sure you make it so that you can reach the oxygen. So what we'll do is we'll put a little door over the top of that, and we'll be able to access the oxygen, the O2 tank from here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 storage chests, ammunition. The generators are underneath. We've got an armor locker in case we're out and about and we need to change up our armor. Constructor for constructing, and then, yeah, the 3 storage crates, one of them being a smaller one. It's still, I think, quite a bit of room. Granted, we are going to wind up with a lot of stuff coming in, but I think we're okay. And this is going to be a good chance for me to kind of see if it is enough storage. You know, a lot of you say there is never enough storage, and I'm sure that's possibly true all the time too. RCSs. This part of the ship will be enclosed. So let's go ahead and do the RCSs up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll throw one back in here. Oh man, I'm thinking about taking that guy out there too. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do it. You guys let me know. Is that crazy? I've got the constructor that also... That's not what I wanted in there. I've got the constructor as well, which can hold a lot of items, you know? It can hold a lot, so that's always backup storage as well. One of you told me that as well. That's just good stuff. Okay, so we're good to go here. Let's go ahead and enclose this again and cover this stuff up like so. And we'll just come right back here. There we go. And we need one more block right there. Okay, so now what I'm in the process of doing is trying to curve into the wing. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to come up from the side here and curve into it and not be quite so bulky underneath. So let's see what I've got going on here. If I put a block, if I continue this shape down, come on now. There we go. If I continue this shape down like so, I just want to see what this is going to look like. And I take those top ones and maybe curve them as well. Find a different block that'll curve out with that. Get some kind of a curvature going here. That's the tricky part for me, is to how do I give this a really good I need to go. There we go. I need to go like that and like that, away from the ship. I'm not going to get that up there though, and I really like how that kind of angles in right there too. This is no longer going to be visible, so I could technically do something like that right there. Let's take that off. If I do another one of these, there I go again. If I do another one of these, is there any way I can get this to kind of look? I don't know that I can get this to look right. Yeah, it's going to do that right there on that block. I guess what I could do here is take that one out. Whoops. Do that right there. And that kind of fuses it in a little bit into the body. I still don't like the fact that I've got all of this. I really want the wing to taper towards the back. So my curvature really needs to start at the top and work its way back, and at the bottom and work its way back. Going this direction with it at the top and the bottom is not going to give me the shape that I'm looking for. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If I want it to slope back, It's more like that. No, that's still looking pretty dang ugly. I was going to try to avoid the roundness too this time around. I played with the round blocks a lot last time, and I kind of want to not mess around with the round blocks this time. Yeah, the shape is just not... I can see it in my head. I've just got to find the right blocks to do it in. I just need the right blocks to pull it together for me here. Give me a second. I'll be back. I think I got a little something going here. No, that's not right. Maybe not. I changed the direction that I was going with the wing. Instead of building this direction here, I changed out the shape and how I got it started. And I'm hopefully going to show you that here in just a second. If I do that there, how does that look? I might put another thruster right there, so let's go ahead and leave that empty. I wouldn't mind having maybe one of these little guys in here. One of these little fellas. Nope. Like that, kind of a backup thruster in there. He's not as big as the other one, but it would give us a little boost. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of boost. Especially for stopping and backing up and getting out. Now I know I really need to focus some power on those areas, but I just don't like the way that motor, the way that gray block sits in there. I don't like that gray in there. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to just leave this a block and see what happens down the road here. But that's the shape of the wing. It's better than what it was. I'm happier with the way it was last time. Okay, there we go. We're down. Let's go ahead and chop this thing off here. Okay, and let's cover that back up. Nope. I want you guys covered back up again. Oh, I should have left the engines on. These are two away from the body. I should have left those engines on here. That's what I should have done. Let me get this set up, and I'll show you what I'm doing. But yeah, I really should have that symmetry build on right now. It would be quite helpful for this because it's getting pretty detailed. So I need to be up on top here to actually see what I'm doing, I think, in order to make this work for me. But you can see the shape of the wing is better, and then we can come back after we're done getting it kind of put together and streamlining it a little bit more, hopefully. Not too much because we don't want to lose a lot of stability and a lot of, you know, it's going to get punched, so we got to be careful about that. From the cockpit, we're 1, 2, 3 out. So from the cockpit, we are 1, 2, 3 out. Is that correct right there? Yes. Okay. Beautiful. And then that's where the engine is sitting on that one. Sitting next to it. Okay, give me a second to work this out, and I'll be right back. Lesson learned, when it comes to designing something like this, especially with the wings being a little more intricate and stuff, it's best to have that symmetry plane on. Most definitely. It took me a while to get the other wing to match up with this wing, and somehow I misplaced a thruster. I don't know what it is. I thought I made 4 of these thrusters right here, but I must have only made 3. I'm out of copper, so I've got to go copper digging for that. But you can see now it's taken shape. I'm liking the jagged edges on it and stuff like that. So we've got the thrusters here on the side. Now, it's possible that I could take these thrusters out and actually put all the thrusters for forward propulsion in the back here once we get this back kind of organized. And I could do that. And then the front thrusters, I guess I could put them actually, I could leave these guys where they are. I don't know. The side-to-side thrusters are going to go in this little cavity right here, and then I've got the same cavity set up over here too. I've got a few extra blocks set up in here, but we'll put the side thrusters in there. I believe I can get, what is it, 1, 2... I can get 2 on that side and 2 on the other side, or I can move them back 1 and I can get 3 on each side. So I think probably 3 on each side would be the best. I've got the 2 in the top, no big deal there. That'll get us down real easy. Cockpit, of course, and then we've got the four rocket launchers on the front. And you guys explained last episode, if there's anything obstructing the rocket's view, it will not fire. So I wasn't shooting myself, but I was not allowing my rockets to fire in the last episode because one of them was tucked back behind what it would probably see as a block in its way. So I'm trying to keep those free and clear of anything around them. We took care of all of our guts inside the ship. So this is going to be, the wingspan won't go any further out this way. The tail section may go a little bit further. Not much, though. Not much at all. And I think what I'll do is I'll put the forward thrusters back here in the back and get, I may even use 3 back here. But like I said, I've got to get more copper. I'm not quite sure what the ore situation is over here either. We probably need several things because I've been doing quite a bit of building on the ships. Iron looks good. Copper is bad. Oh, the silicon is almost gone as well. Yeah, copper and silicon. We're going to have to go out and go do a little shopping. Yeah, see, I've even got more iron right here too. So I'm doing okay on the iron front at the moment. But copper and silicon, yeah, those guys are shot. They are definitely shot. Good news, the plants did grow. And we do have hot beverages coming in, which is fantastic. One thing I don't have in here is fruit growing. I've got the berry bushes in the back there. I've got those guys growing. These guys right here, the akua berry. Where is it? The akua berries are growing, but I don't have any fruit plants growing in here. So I've got to do some crop plot rearranging, most definitely. I've got to come up with a little extra space in here. I could probably, what I could do is I could rotate this out for some stuff. I don't know that I need a whole lot of fruit. What does it take to make a fruit juice in here? It's 2 fruit. Okay, so if I do an entire crop plot of fruit, that would give me plenty of fruit to get some of these guys going right here. I have the salami, and I can make more salami. The salami is not difficult to make. What does it require? Yeah, meat and spice. So I've got that front covered. But what I do need now is we've got plenty of water in here as well. I need fruit. Yeah, I need the fruit in order to get things going. I need to throw those back in there too, by the way. So yeah, we need to get some fruit plants growing in here also. So that's part of the game plan as well. I've got these guys out here. They were in there before, but yeah, I've got those on display. Don't want to use those. So that is that's our ship. I was thinking Revolver maybe, but you guys got any names for it? Let me know. I'm having a great time putting it together. I'm enjoying this one. It's quite a bit smaller than the EEV, but it's probably going to require some power. So I'll be curious once we take it out for a test run how well it performs with only the 5 RCSs in it. And then I'm planning on going with the thrusters we've discussed, doing that. And that's about it. So next episode, we'll finish this up, and I would like to take it out for a test run. Hopefully I can do that. So I may have some more work done on it before next episode, which won't be until next week. It's Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, I probably won't get a chance to play Empyrion, but we'll resume episodes like usual on Monday. It's pretty much the only thing I'm playing right now because I'm having such a great time with it, and I'm really, like I said, I'm addicted, absolutely 100% addicted to building the ships. It is really a lot of fun. If you enjoyed today's episode, do hit that like button for me. Again, thank you so much for all your support. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day, and I do look forward to talking to you again next time.